Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago and in today's video I bring you a very important airdrop. This is Ink on Chain, Ink to the future. This is a blockchain that is powered and created by Kraken. Kraken is the fifth largest exchange in the world. So this project could be huge, and in today's video I bring you an exclusive way on how you can participate on the stress testnet that is happening today only for a few selected amount of people. This could be very important if they plan to do an airdrop. This is before the testnet, so I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do step by step so you can participate on this stress testnet. This is something that is not very common. Usually this is only closed to the developers of the project. So this video is a little bit technical, but I'm going to give you and tell you exactly what code do you need to use and everything. You will see that after this video, many other influencers are going to copy my video to start promoting this airdrop too. So let's go directly to the point with this video. It's very technical, but I think you will be ahead of many people. I am pretty sure that they are going to reward this stress testnet that they did. So the project is InkChain, which is a decentralized blockchain platform focused on enabling seamless, secure transactions and deployment on digital assets with an emphasis on privacy and scalability. Like I mentioned, Kraken is a cryptocurrency exchange that provides spot and futures trading between Bitcoin, Ethereum and more other digital assets, and it's at position 5th of the biggest exchanges. You can confirm that going, for example, to CoinGecko, and you can see that Kraken here is at position 5th. And if we go further with that, Kraken has a funding of 122 million. Guys, but this is on February 2022, so this is very old. Almost 3 years ago, they already have this amount of money on funding. In fact, the last funding round is not disclosed, so this number is very low. And over the last years, Kraken has been earning fees and growing their exchange. So right now, they are a very big exchange with a lot of capital. I would say that they are probably in the 500 million right now on their possession, or even more. So a blockchain that is powered by Kraken is a big deal, so I recommend you to do this video. Now, important points about this project. Like I mentioned, Kraken has more than 122 million because that was in 2022. And this project right now is running a closed testnet for dev profile users that I think it could be rewarded in an airdrop when they launch it, the testnet and eventually a mainnet. So this is a long-term view, but you only have 6 days to apply to this. At this moment it will be 5 days. They launched the Ink stress test before the official testnet launch, and I will show you how to participate. This was officially launched on their Twitter account and in the Discord, so you can see all the news here. So the first thing that you need to do, going to the step by step, is you need to join the Discord. This is mandatory so you can see everything. So I put there the official link, and here you have the button to join to the Discord. Like always, you sometimes need to verify something. When you enter to the Discord, you are not going to see everything that I am showing you right now. This testnet stuff, you are not going to see it. So the first thing that you need to do is go to the announcements, and you can see here the announcement. It was on the 1st of November for the access to do this stress testnet. And you can see that I have here this channel available right now, but the first time that you enter, you are not going to have access to this, because to have access to this closed testnet, you need to have a specific role, which is called Ink Apprentice Dev. So that is what I mentioned in the point 2. So in that link of the announcement of the Discord, you can see that information, but you cannot join there. So you need to do step 3, which is to be able to participate, you need to have that Ink Apprentice Dev role. And to have it, you need to go to the guild. So once you go there to the guild, you need to connect with your wallet, with your GitHub account. That will be important. You need to connect with your X account and other accounts too. So how you can get this role? Well, you need to deploy a contract in Ethereum, OP mainnet, Base, Arbitrum, Polygon, BNB, or at least have an account of GitHub for at least 1 year. So if you don't have one of these criteria, you will not be able to participate on this stress testnet. So if you have been in this channel from a while, you probably already deploy contracts on these networks and you will have access to this role. So that will be easy for you in that case. And if you have been, of course, with me from more than 1 year, you also have a GitHub account because we deploy contracts time to time. If it's not your case, I recommend you then to go to Third Web. So here you will be able to deploy a contract. And that is point 4. To get the role, you need to deploy the contract on one of those mentioned blockchains or have a GitHub account with 1 year at least. So going here to Third Web, you need to connect with your wallet, for example, and you need to go to contracts, deploy. And I already have some contracts deployed in the past, but you can click on deploy a contract. You have popular contracts to deploy, for example, for NFTs or other stuff. I would say that you can deploy, for example, a token contract that should count. So click here on token. You can select in which network do you want to do that. This is going to create some basic and template stuff. So just click on deploy now, put an image, the name of the token that you are deploying, the symbol, the description, and here you can put the address that will receive the tokens, the platform fees, everything is going to be there, and then just click on deploy. So after you put that, it's going to work and you should be able to come back to the guild, refresh all the pages and have access to this role of Ink Apprentice Dev. You have other contracts to do. If a token deploy contract doesn't work, go back to the deployment part of contracts and deploy another type of contract. Now this makes already very exclusive. Many people are not going to do that in Third Web, so this is very exclusive. And then you need to have a little bit of knowledge on developer stuff to do the things that are after you have this. So the point 5, now you can refresh your guild until you see you have that done. Refresh your Discord until you see the testnet channels. So what you need to do is go here and you will see those two testnet channels, the testnet breakthrough and the testnet feedback. This is eventually what you need to do. So go to the testnet breakdown and here you have the step-by-step on what you need to do. So let's go with these steps because you will need to have my help with some of this stuff. The first thing, you need to connect to Sepolia. So this is a testnet. So to do that, you go to the link there and you will see here a button to connect your MetaMask directly, or you can add it manually. So you can do any of those things, but at the end you are going to be connected into Sepolia like you can see here. Initially, when you are there, you don't have tokens. So what you need to do is you need to bridge tokens from another Sepolia into the Sepolia. I did it from Ethereum Sepolia. So here you have a link for the Faucets. So here you have some Faucet, for example, for Optimism Superchain Faucet, QuickNote Faucet, and also you have a direct Ink Faucet. So once you have tokens in your Sepolia Ethereum or Sepolia Arbitrum or any other Sepolia Ethereum, I would recommend you that you need to have at least 0.5 because you need to pay taxes to deploy contracts and stuff. So send some of Ethereum Sepolia or other Sepolias into the Sepolia. So to bridge that, once you have on your source Sepolia network, you need to send the funds to this address. So just copy this address. So I'm here on Sepolia Ethereum, for example. I go there, I click on send, and I will send to that specific address the amount of Sepolia that I want. Like I mentioned, I would recommend you at least 0.5. So once you send that, you are going to receive it on your Sepolia. So remember, we already connected to Sepolia. You are going to receive those tokens there automatically. Because this link, this contract address is in this contract. And if you check the contract, what basically do is receive your Sepolia and send you into Ink. So you don't have a UI to do the bridge. You just need to send to this specific address. So after you do that, you're going to have Ethereum in your Sepolia. Now, those are the steps that you can see here. The step 1 and 2 is what we just did. Now the step 3 is you need to start building after you have that. So with your wallet ready, you are set to dive into development. Here's what you need to do. You need to use an IDE like Visual Studio Code, Cursor or Remix for smart contract development. A wallet that holds Ethereum like Kraken Wallet with at least 0.05 Sepolia Ethereum for standard deployments. And you need to use a development framework like Foundry or hardware to streamline contract deployment. So here you have some guides. I'm going to do it on Remix, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it. But if you want to learn a little bit more, you can use the other guides too, and even this Remix guide. But I already did this, but if you need help, you can do and check this Remix guide. So first we need to go to Remix, and we need to click on create a new file. So go to this URL of Remix. This is an IDE, so basically it's a development environment, and you just need to touch the stuff that I'm going to show you so you don't lose track of what you have. So once you are here, you just need to go here and click on create new file. This new file, you need to click here and put a name on it. I call it ink.sol. So that is the file that I created. You don't need to touch anything else here, at least for now. So once you have your file, I put it ink.sol. Remember, sol is for Solidity. We are using the Solidity development for this. Now that you specify the file, I will put a small code here that you can copy and paste there. So just copy this code where I am defining the Solidity version and a small function with a contract. So go back here to your file, paste the code, and it should look something like this. This is basically a greeting function where I create a variable saying hello CCS, and we are defining a function that will receive that as a parameter on our function that is called setGreeting. You don't need to do anything else after you paste this. Now, in terms of code, with that is enough to create a contract. Now we go to the point 10. So you need to go and click Solidity compiler, and you need to compile this file. Then you need to click on deploy and run transaction. Select MetaMask in your environment, which you will have your Ethereum in your ink, and you click on deploy. So let's go and do that. First, you are here on Solidity compiler, so click here compile inksol, which is the file that you are. If everything is fine, you will see this green tick. Now go down here on deploy and run transactions. Now once you are here, remember that you need to change an environment. Instead of use Remix VM, you need to use Wallet Connect. So you can use your MetaMask that is in Ink Sepolia. If you don't see it in this list, go to customize this list. Down here, you need Wallet Connect to be enabled. So if this is enabled, you can see if I am checked, this is removed from the list. So I will check it again, so I can see it on my list. And here we need to put Wallet Connect. So I click on Connect Wallet, select my MetaMask, and I will be already connected. Remember that you need to be connected on Ink Sepolia in order to run this and do this. The rest you don't need to touch much. You can see on your account that this has your wallet, and you can see the amount of Ethereum that is there. So we are using our Ink Sepolia. The contract is in contract, so this is the one that we are doing. So just click deploy here and you will be deploying your contract. Of course, for do this, you will need to pay a transaction fee. It's very, very low. And we are waiting our contract, and this was successful. So you can see down here that this was successful, and here if you click, you have all the if you click here on this block, you have all the information of your transaction and your contract. You can see contract address, a transaction hash, the status, and the block number where this was deployed. So the deployment was successful. You successfully deploy a contract on InkChain blockchain. So that is great. Now what you need to do is that you can check your contract on the Explorer of Sepolia on InkChain. So from here, copy the transaction hash, go into the Explorer, put the Explorer here, and you can see all this information, the information details that we just did. You can see 1 minute ago, this was created. This is a contract that we created. And to finalize all this tutorial, guys, what you need to do is you need to go and put your feedback in the Discord with your transaction hash, your address of your wallet, and your contract address. The contract address is also here, but you can see it here on your deployment. So here is your contract address, here's your transaction address, and the transaction hash. You can send all the URL from the Explorer with your contract there, with your transaction, so everyone can see it. So basically, at the end, when you go to testnet feedback, you can post there. And you can see what everyone is doing. You put the transaction hash, the contract, the address, a small and quick stuff if the deployment was correctly, and you can put a screenshot of the Explorer confirming everything. I prefer to put the link. So instead of putting the transaction hash, I will put exactly the link so you can go and see everything, like this guy did here. So you can put directly the link. And that is all, guys. Doing this is a little technical, but don't be afraid. If you follow my steps one by one exactly as I did, you will not have any error and you will be done with this. So this is an important airdrop, guys. You can see down here that the testnet is going to be live in 6 days, so 5 days when you see this video. So to do this stress testnet, you only have those 5 days. So that is why I think this is important for you to do as soon as you can. And like I mentioned before, probably many YouTubers or influencers are going to use my video as an example on how you can participate on this stress testnet. So if you appreciate the alpha information that I bring here, also because I am a developer, so for me it's not difficult to understand all that, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notification, and share this video with some people on your social media so you help me to grow the channel. And if you want more alpha stuff, please join my private Discord and my Airdrop application. This is really where I am more active and where you are going to find more valuable information, not only what we post in YouTube. And remember, we still have our NFT collection that is really killing it. We did our second payment the 5th of November, so this is awesome. Everyone that bought the NFT before October 3rd has been paid the second time already here. And you can earn a 10% monthly with any of these 8 designs of these NFTs. So don't waste any time, start earning some passive income on this. Join to my private Discord and application. Thank you for being here with me. And if you want to know more about those NFTs, check the video that is appearing right now, where we have an interview with Chris and Boris about all the payment and how everything was. That will be all, guys, and I see you in the next video. Bye.